Hey everyone, Rob Wise Guy 82 here. This is going to be my, or not mine, but this is going to be a tag video for the books that you've come out of pocket the most for. Well, just one book, I guess, but I'm going to show a few of them. These are a couple honorable mentions. Didn't pay paid a little less than $100 a piece for these, but I got two main ones, and then I've kind of got a set that I want to show. I've showed it before, but there's 7 books in the set. Paid $100 a piece for them, but I think it's a set that, altogether it's absolutely a one-of-a-kind set. I'll show you anyway. So the first one that I'll show is obviously the big book. So this right here is my Wolverine limited series #1. This one's signed by everybody. Well, not quite everybody, but some big ones, and yeah, it's just awesome. So Wolverine is my favorite character, so I had to get this. I don't have the Hulk 181 or the 180, so this is the next best thing for me. This was his limited series done in 1982. That's the year I was born. And 4-issue miniseries, written story by Chris Claremont, and then cover and art by Frank Miller and Joe Rubinstein. So, and this is the first solo comic Yukio cameo on the last page. But so this is signed, like I said, by a bunch of people, and Stan Lee. So this is my first Stan Lee autograph right there, where he always signs it in the middle. But then right next to it is one of the creators of Wolverine, Len Wein, or Wine. Now my favorite one, and now I wish I would have had the opportunity to do this while he was with us, but he passed away last year, is Herb Trimpe. Signed it here, but also did this Wolverine sketch right here. And he was the first one. He drew that last panel on Hulk 180 where Wolverine is jumping at you. So a couple other ones on here. We've got, there's Rubinstein. Right there, right on the claw. And then Louise Simonson. That was the other one. Louise Simonson. A little bit hard to see, but right here. So the only other ones that I got to get, hopefully one of these days, are Chris Claremont and then Frank Miller. The guy was asking a lot more for this. The first time I saw it, it was up there for like $600 with a best offer or something like that. And then I happened to see it. The second time was he had it. That went away, and then he brought it back as an auction, I think. It was starting at $300 or $350. But it didn't go again. Nobody bid on it, so I emailed him. I told him, listen, I'm going to have to save for this. Took me a little while. He put it up again. It was on there for, a few weeks before I could get to it, maybe a month. And I just saved up, and I got it for $300. So, that's got pretty much all the heavy hitters. A couple more that I got to get, like I said, Chris Claremont and Frank Miller. But yeah, unbelievably happy to have this. So that's my biggest one that I've coughed up the most for. The next one is my copy of Preacher #1. A little over it was like $210 and then $20 for shipping or something. But yeah, this has got a series coming out. Trailers, in my opinion, look amazing. I hope they do the comic justice, because it is really great. It's 60 issues was the original comic. There was a couple other books that they came out, but this is one of my favorite covers too. It just really does look like everything is on fire, and that's just a creepy look in his face. And the characters are amazing. The stories are amazing. I really hope the show does it justice, because I wouldn't mind having that be like the Walking Dead book. So that would be awesome. Okay, so those are my two biggest ones, and this is, my goodness, there shouldn't be no reason that this doesn't get a 9.6 or, a 9.4, 9.6, or 9.8, because I'm going to get it pressed, probably a 9.6 or a 9.8. And then, okay, so this next one I haven't shown it in a while. This is one of the first books that I came across when I started collecting. Talking to somebody about The Walking Dead, And I said, man, I wish that, this was in color. He goes, if you think you'd like that, then maybe you should check this out. So this is crossed. This one in particular is crossed plus 100. Alan Moore did this last year. He did the first 6 issues of this. It's on issue 14 or 15 right now. Simon Spurrier took over, but the first one who did it was Alan Moore and then Gabriel Andrade. Crossed plus 100. It's 100 years after the initial outbreak in the books that Garth Ennis started, just crossed. And then there's been a lot of artists, or a lot of writers that have, taken the mantle. I mentioned Simon Spurrier has done The Wish You Were Here, 4 volumes. Kieran Gillian has done a volume. A couple of the others are escaping me right now. But so this right here is and I've shown it before, but this is the Cross Plus 100. This is the CGC numbered edition. Now the first few are limited to 250. You can see right there. This one is, but this is the taste test. So this and the issue number 1 came out, and it was $200. But the thing is that they're both. This is issue 1. Really cool, really creepy covers. Not going to be for everybody. You've got a few people that are crossed, and they're. You got. Let me try to point some things out, because you got her carrying a head right there. It's like they're. I don't know if this is like a cover swipe to an album cover or something, because you've got this guy right here who's stringing somebody's face up on a guitar. You got somebody playing. This little guy right here, it looks like he's made a flute out of bones. And this guy's just eating a dog or something, but I don't know. Really creepy, really awesome. Not for everybody, but I love it. This is Alan Moore's. So that's issue number 1, but let me see. The thing that was the biggest thing for me is that I got number 41, and that was these two, when they were selling them, they're both issue number 40, or issue. They're both number 41. Out of 250. And then, like a month later, I got an email, right there, number 41, saying, not all of these were out yet. It was just, it was the taste test number 1, 2, and number 2 that were out at the time. So, this is number 2. A couple of Elvises. And basically they said, listen, he goes, this is not guaranteed, but he said what we might be able to do is get you 1 through 6. All of them will be number 41. This one's also out of 250. Cross Plus 100, number 2. Story by Alan Moore. Cover and art by Gabriel Andrade. CGC numbered edition. We'll just have to wait for when they come back to CGC and see what they come back as. But he goes, if it's something that you're interested in, we'll put the books aside, and as they come back, they'll be yours. So I said, let's do it, man. So the second one came in, and then the third one, which is the first one that I had to start actually waiting for, this one actually is only limited to 150, but also number 41. And again, these are all 9.8s. And then number 4, which is also limited to 150, again, number 41. We've got some regular people who caught up with a member of the Crossed and are teaching him a little bit of a lesson, looks like. Getting out some frustration. And then number 5, this one is also limited to 150, number 41. And then finally, number 6. This one, though, is only limited to 100. And again, number 41. So the other thing is, if I would have gotten number 101, I would not have been able to do this set because of the last issue being number 100. So me getting that low number was the only reason I was able to do it. And, again, all of them, they're 9.8s. Great artwork. Again, it's not going to be for everybody, but there's been a lot of really great artists and writers that have been on these books. And, this is my guilty pleasure book for sure. So that'll be my tag video. These are my most expensive books. My set. Obviously, this, they're $100 a piece, but I think just, nobody else can have it. Number 41 is mine, and it's, like I said, the very definition of one of a kind. And then actually, I'm pretty sure that number 3 was supposed to be limited to 250 as well, and when I got it, I sent him an email, and he was like, yeah, that was the decision they made at the end, at the last minute, so they only made 150 of that one as well. And then we'll just leave it off at this one. So I'll do a couple of people that I'll tag. Who started this, guys, is Comic, and then it took me a minute to find it because of the way he's got it, but Comic_Collector 96. But then at the end, I don't know if that's his last name, but it's PAVGOUZAS. So he's the one who started this tag video. He just got a really amazing book, so you guys go check him out, give him a sub, show him some love. But the people that I'm going to tag are our new, one of our new guys, SemperFi comic guy. Brand new, he just did his first video, kind of introducing himself. And going to have a contest coming up as well. So go check him out. Again, give him a sub, show him some love. SemperFi comic guy. I believe it's Vince is his name. And then next, we've got Larry from Talkkomix. It's with a K and an X. All one word, but Larry is our new comic writer, actually. He is writing Niobe from Rebel Comics, I believe. I should have looked before I started this, but I'm pretty sure it was Rebel Comics. But I think issue number 1 and number 2 are out. Check out his channel. He'll, if you send him an email, or just, give him a comment or something if you're interested in the book. He's got a few videos showing it, so you can check it out, get a little bit of a feel what it's like. But, and then he'll, shoot you an email or something, so check that out. Again, that was Larry Larry Higgins, the H-I-G-G. So check him out. I would love to see, I think he's been collecting for a while, so probably got some real good stuff that he's just waiting to show us. And then finally, Gamma Comics does the talk show with 4 awesome guys with Merc with a Mouth, Undisputed Frost, and Archangel. Got some amazing freaking books, man. Had a horrible setback a few weeks ago. I guess he just got screwed big time from somebody on, I don't know if it was Twitter or something, or not Twitter, but Instagram or something. So be careful out there, guys, but check out Gamma Comics. He's an awesome guy, got great books. I know you've shown a lot of your heavy hitters, but I don't know if I've caught a video where you showed whatever you paid the most for. And I know that this may not be for everybody, and not everybody likes to say what they paid for their books. I do sometimes I don't, but man, I didn't expect this to go this long. But anyways, so person that tagged me was Comicbookjunkie. Dude, I'm so sorry I waited till the end. Hopefully people will see this, but check him out too. He's awesome guy. He does some awesome videos. I got 10 seconds left, guys, so I'm going to get out of here. Peace, love, and comics. God bless.